Right, what's going on? Welcome back to the TK41 Collectibles video. I thought it's been a year since my last collection tour, so I thought there's been a lot of changes. We've got quarter scale in, we've got finished off the original trilogy figures, line of figures, obviously the Mando stuff's coming out, some amazing stuff, so I thought let's do a quick tour.
TK421, why aren't you at your post?
Because I'm busy buying collectibles, sir.
Okay, let's go cabinet one. So we start off with at the top, we've got some solo figures. Patrol Trooper looking amazing. Han Solo, again, such a great figure, that one. And then Darth Maul. And I've sat him down on his big seat thing this time because in them legs, man. Because when I got the Boba Fett throne, I put Boba Fett down on it, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to have all these guys seated again. So that's Darth Maul all seated up, seated down even. And then we go Obi-Wan Kenobi, Revenge of the Sith, looking amazing. So that's the deluxe set with the cut up battle droid and the hologram table thing in the back with the Emperor and Anakin on that. So again, absolutely incredible figure. Love that one. And we've got by his side, obviously, Commander Cody. Now this is probably one of the clones that the only one that I've got without a helmet on, but cause I think that looks really cool. Bit of a painter pose, because his arm's a bit dodgy, but yeah, that's looking amazing. And then we've got Anakin Skywalker. This is a light side version. I haven't got the dark side version because I don't know, it's too expensive. And the only difference really is the base, and he's got obviously the yellow Sith eyes on the dark side version, whereas he's just got normal. But again, that's looking an amazing figure. And then we've got obviously Jango Fett, looking amazing. And then the final shelf in cabinet one, Qui-Gon Jinn, massively underrated figure. And we've got Yoda, Attack of the Clones Yoda, and in the background there, Count Dooku. Let's move on to cabinet two. Now this is probably one of my favourites out of the whole lot of them. Obviously the first cabinet was centred around Solo and the prequels. Obviously now we move on to my personal favourite, A New Hope. Now these cabinets, and all the lights, I meant to put like some stuff on the front of the light to stop the glare coming out, but I've not got around to that. And I also meant to put some like felting stuff around the edges to stop the dust, but again, I've just not got around to it. So yeah, it is what it is at the minute. So let's go. Here we go. Darth Vader, looking amazing. A New Hope version with the interrogator droid in the background there. That is a figure that. Now you might have seen a video where I took him apart to put the batteries in, so you could get all the voice effects and everything. But yeah, I've not turned them on since, and I think you've got to basically undo it all to turn on the button again at the back. So forget that for the time being. And there we go. There's the Stormtrooper 2-pack. Now these guys look absolutely amazing. I'm so glad I managed to pick this set up. So you've got the shorter one on this side and the taller one on that side, and you get the mouse droid as well, looking totally ace. I've even got the I think they're effectively brand new, and I think they've still got the wraps on the labels, on the base labels. So if you could pick these up, highly recommend you getting these. They're getting rarer and rarer. And we move down, we've got Chewbacca. Again, these are New Hope figures, absolutely love them. And we've got Leia at the front there, A New Hope Leia, looking amazing. Her hood's quite difficult, obviously, as you can tell, to get right. Keep having a go at that sometimes, but it's quite delicate, and I don't want to break the wire. So got in quite a nice pose there, I think, anyway. And then obviously Han Solo at the back, another amazing figure. Lucky enough to pick up Han and Chewie, not as a 2-pack but as separates, before the prices kind of got a bit crazy with them. So yeah, do like them. And then these two guys Han Solo in Imperial Stormtrooper disguise, with that light up base, diorama base from the Death Star, and he's got his comlink and binders and the spare helmet, looking absolutely stunning. And then here we go, Luke in Stormtrooper disguise after he's moving his helmet. And then finally in Cabinet 2 we've got A New Hope Sandtrooper, looking absolutely amazing. I love that figure. Again, lucky to pick that one up. It's getting rarer and rarer. And then in the background we've got the Gonk Droid and the Jawa. I mean, I don't think they didn't sell that well when they first come out, but I think they're getting rarer actually as it stands now. He's got his glowing eyes there. Looks like one of them's on and one of them isn't, but they are both on. They're just not very good, the LEDs in them, but still, it's a great set. Bit pricey, but worth picking up if you can get it. But this guy, he's one of my favourites. Look at that, absolutely amazing. Okay, moving on to Cabinet 3. This is probably again one of my favourites. I think I've got a lot of favourites here. So, I mean, these figures in this particular shelf are absolutely amazing. We've got the Death Star Gunner. I mean, a really simple figure, but wow, why don't they make more of these? Hot Toys, come on, you got to make us a Death Star Gunner reissue at least, and a Death Star Trooper. Come on, you got to do them. I know there's one been teased, but I don't know where that's at the minute. And we've got Grand Moff Tarkin. Look, that is still absolutely amazes me, that figure. I know I use the word amazing a lot, but damn, that is so good. So good. Again, the New Hope figures are one of my ones that I definitely wanted to get for the Hot Toys collection, like pretty much all of them if I could get them. I highly recommend you getting them if you can pick them up, because absolutely amazing. And here's a Space Trooper. Had about 2 seconds of screen time in A New Hope, but that again, absolutely amazing figure. With if we can just show with a backpack, absolutely quality. I love that figure. I think it's, you don't often see it around, but yeah. And let's go down to the next shelf. We've got Farm Boy Luke. He fell over, and I've not really had a chance to pose him back up properly again, but yeah, that looks okay. Again, these are New Hope figures, just absolutely stunning. Like the tailoring on him, face sculpt, not everyone's cup of tea, but I think that's pretty good likeness. And obviously got the training droid thing there, and his training helmet with the blast shield, binoculars, cycler rifle, lightsaber and everything. Comes with a lot of stuff, that one. And then here we go, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Again, another favourite of the collection. I love that figure. Absolutely amazing. Again, the tailoring on it and all the robes and everything. That's Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then R2-D2 from the original trilogy. This one is. I mean, just that looks absolutely amazing. I was building the D'Agostini R2-D2 now fan home, but I thought might as well get the Hot Toys one. 6 scale. It's going to be far superior, although it's a little bit smaller obviously because the D'Agostini one was half scale, but I mean, that is looking amazing. Like I say, I'm using amazing a lot, but yeah, look at it. Absolutely incredible. So let's go down now this shelf here now. This is one of my favourites again. We've got Snowspeeder Luke. Looking absolutely incredible, that figure. I know collectors have removed the fat suit, which looks cool, but I like to keep it as Hot Toys intended. So I think that looks quality, that absolute quality. And then obviously we've got the Snowtrooper from Empire Strikes Back. One of the best figures in my collection, I think, that one. A little bit because it's rare, but it was good. It was good to hunt that one down. I did get it for quite a good deal. Obviously it was super expensive, but and then we've got Hoth Leia. Again, she's looking absolutely stunning. Do love that figure. So that shelf is again one of my favourite shelves in the collection. Like I say, if you can try and pick these figures up, I mean, obviously you can still get Luke, but the other two at the back, a bit harder to find now, but they do pop up. Definitely worth it if you want your original trilogy figures, because they are amazing. And then we've got Lando Calrissian on the final shelf. I mean, that likeness, Billy D. Williams, absolutely incredible. Love that figure. And that came out of nowhere really, because I forgot it was even coming out. And the cape and everything looks amazing. And then we've got a Empire Strikes Back Yoda. Turn that on, and the batteries last hardly any time in that. Just put new batteries in that. So that is pretty cool. I do like that set. I've not swapped out the head sculpt yet for the other one. I've just posed him like that, and he's just been in that for all the time. But I think that looks absolutely ace. And there we go, Bespin Leia at the back. Again, I didn't really like that figure. Didn't rate that figure at first when I was quite new to Hot Toys, but really appreciate that figure now. I'm so glad it's in the collection. And that is cabinet 3 to cabinet 4, which carries on with Empire Strikes Back on the top shelf. So we've got the X07 Luke Skywalker Bespin outfit, looking amazing. Can't wait for the reissue of that. That one's looking like it's going to be a good one. And then we've got obviously the Boba Fett Empire Strikes Back version. That is looking a quality figure. I think I did actually break the neck post in that, but I managed to fix it, and his head can turn okay now, which is good. And then moving down, we've got Emperor Palpatine on his throne. I did put the throne into storage because it was taking up a bit of space, but since I got the Boba Fett on the throne, I thought, yeah, let's crack these out and get them back on their in the seated positions. I do like the effect on like all the light up stuff on that. It does look cool, and there's a light under there as well. So that's an amazing figure, that one. So glad I managed to pick that one up. And obviously he's got his Royal Guard stood next to him. Again, quite a striking looking figure, that. I do remember having the Kenner ones of that, and it's always stuck with me. It's really, kind of striking. I do like that. And then we move down, carrying on Return of the Jedi. We've got Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. His Sarlacc pit accessory is just in another cabinet, so I'll come on to that in a minute. And then we've got Luke Skywalker Jedi version with his cape and everything. That comes with a bit of a Death Star diorama at the back and behind his cape. Not really can see that. Yeah, there we go. Obviously I'm just keeping the cape on for now because all my Jedis have got capes on at the minute. And then we've got the deluxe Stormtrooper with the Death Star wall kind of diorama at the back, looking amazing. I mean, yeah, the helmets aren't as good as a New Hope because they look a bit squashed, don't they? But it's still cool to have that one in the collection. And then finally in this cabinet we have got Endor Leia and Wicket and Endor Luke with the slightly strange expression. But I mean, the Wicket and Leia set, absolutely amazing with all the helmets and everything that come with it. I do like that Leia, another great Leia as well, amazing. So that was cabinet 4. Now on top of these 4 cabinets we've got Grogu, life-size Grogu, and then we've got Darth Maul on his speeder, Sith speeder, with the CCFL lightsaber, looking absolutely amazing. No room in a Detolf for these, so about to put them up here. Running out of room. There we go, Darth Vader again, CCFL sabers. The sabers are looking amazing. Yeah, so head over to CCFL sabers on Etsy. Paul Murray was kind enough to send me some of these, and they're absolutely amazing. I've done some reviews on the channel if you want to watch them. Just check out some of the older videos. And then we've got the other bit of the DX07 Luke Skywalker on the weather vane, which is obviously the battle damaged version, looking absolutely incredible. Absolutely love that figure. So glad I managed to pick that up. Prices have plummeted on it now actually. I've seen some going on like Facebook groups. If you've not got it, highly recommend picking up that figure because it is such an amazing figure for a 2-pack set. So worth getting. So yeah, that is the top of the the Detolfs at the moment need some wire tidying, obviously, but yeah, I follow a guy called Guelo John. Now he's put another Detolf along the top of his set. I don't know whether he still follows the channel or what, but I still follow his channel, and he's done a video on it a while back, which you might want to check out, because it's, I mean, I'd be terrified of having a Detolf stacked on, like, horizontally on top of these 4 Detolfs. I don't know whether he supported it, I can't remember now on the video, but for more space, that'd be an A side here, to keep them like in a contained, obviously, space, because these are just out in the open, which is kind of a bit worrying. But yeah, I'm just worried about if I put a Detolf along the top, like the weight of it, I'm just worried it'd smash. Can you imagine if like all 5 Detolfs all smashing down? It'd just be a complete disaster. But yeah, he seems to have done it, and it looks amazing, so it's worth checking out his channel if you want to see that. But that is Detolfs 1 to 4, some of my favourite stuff in there. Like I say, if you ever get the chance to pick these figures up, well worth it. So before we move on to the second part 2 of the Detolfs, I keep calling them Detolfs because I keep hearing like American people calling them Detolfs. I'm going to call them Detolfs. So before I move on to section 2, some other figures that I picked up this year that came out of nowhere really for me, because I wasn't ever going to get them, but with these quarter scales, I got quarter scale Boba Fett, absolutely blew me away. So I thought, I'm going to have to get into quarter scales, and then we got obviously the Darth Vader quarter scale, absolutely stunning. Look at the size of it, it's all lit up, looking absolutely amazing. Wait, does his lightsaber, I can't remember whether I put batteries in his lightsaber. Anyway, it wouldn't be as good as the CCFL saber, so I'm not going to try and put that on. But the base on it, look at that, all lit up, absolutely incredible. So there you go, quarter scale Vader, quarter scale Boba Fett. There's another quarter scale knocking around, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Because now space is at a premium, I've had to put up some shelves. So let's have a look at the top shelf. We've got the Mandalorian speeder bike. I'm going to be putting more figures up there at some point as the Detolfs get fuller. And then I've got a shelf full of sequel figures. Probably some of the most hated figures out there at the minute in Hot Toy Land, but I like them. So we've got Sith Jet Trooper, sorry, and then we've got Kylo Ren from the Rise of Skywalker, and there's his helmet all lit up with the red effect in it. I think that looks really cool, that. And then we've got the standard Sith Trooper in the background, looking pretty mean. I like that figure, glad I got that back in the collection. And then we've got Captain Phasma, look how shiny she is. Again, she's an amazing figure. And then we've got the First Order Stormtrooper Squad Leader, Execution Trooper. Again, these troopers are amazing, I do like these, love them. And then obviously the TIE Fighter Pilot, again, absolutely incredible figure. I love that one. That's as close as obviously the New Hope TIE Fighter Pilot we're going to get at the minute, I think. Unless, I don't know why Hot Toys haven't released an actual original trilogy TIE Fighter Pilot. I wish they would, because that would be amazing. So yeah, loving them figures. Got some more sequel figures in the Detolf, and I will be publishing some unboxing videos of these because they're all in the can, ready to go. I've just not published them yet, so look out for them on the channel. They'll be coming soon. I know a lot of people don't like them, but you might get something out of the unboxings, so they'll be coming up over the next few weeks. Let's go to part 2. Okay, part 2 starts with cabinet number 5, and this is the first shelf is a bit of a Boba Fett collection. So you've got arena suit Fett there, looking absolutely gorgeous. Look at that figure, absolutely amazing. Incredible looking base as well, that we don't see on any other figures. We've got animation Fett, or animated Fett, however you want to call him. Looking, I do like that. That looks ace, that. And then the variant colour, retro colour, whatever it's called, which is modelled after the Kenner kind of colourings of Boba Fett. Looking cool, do like that shelf. And then we move down and we've got Beskar Mando, which I managed to get them all muddled up in my last collection tour with Grogu in the thing, and then the Remnant Trooper. Again, he didn't sell that well to begin with, I don't think, but I always thought it was an amazing figure, and I think he's quite rare now. So if you can grab him, definitely worth picking up. And then we've got IG-11. Looking amazing. That is a great figure, that. I mean, I've not really posed him up that much because he's quite tall, so I can't have him like stood straight up. But he might go on the shelf next to the Mando Speeder, the Scout Trooper. And then at the bottom we've got a collection of troopers. So we've got the squad leader, right there, looking cool. Flame Trooper and the Artillery Trooper. I think these are actually still available, like the Artillery Trooper, because I just don't think they sold that well. Maybe because of the colourings, I think, and obviously the Mando hype kind of waned, I guess, but still, make a cool set. Alright, let's head on over to Cabinet 6. So this is obviously well into Mando territory now, some of it, apart from him. So he's the Shadow Trooper, which I picked, one of the pickups of the year, I think. The price I got him for him, it's quite rare now. I picked him up really cheap because he had a bit of a scuff on his head, but he doesn't really fit the collection, but I thought I'd keep him with Moff Gideon. I think that, again, that is looking such an amazing head sculpt. That I do like that is looking quality, and it's such a good figure as well, with the dark saber. And you go Moff Gideon, and then stood behind him, obviously guarding him, is the Dark Trooper. Actually, when he doesn't focus, when I focus on Gideon, the Dark Trooper's eyes look even more menacing. I mean, that is a figure and a half. That if you've not got him and you've got Moff Gideon, I think you need to get at least one. I have got another one, but I've not unboxed him yet, because I'm not sure whether I need two, because I've got him flat with the Shadow Trooper, Dark Trooper. I think that kind of works okay. It's just an amazing figure, that. Okay, so moving down, we've got the Tusken Raider. Again, that is just, people complained about the weathering on the cloak not being all that good, but it's just absolutely amazing. Again, this was one of the figures I had as a Kenner figure, the Tusken Raider, and just the visuals of it just stuck with me ever since I saw A New Hope. So that was one I'm definitely had to get, obviously. And then we've got the Boba Fett 2-pack deluxe, with the diorama bases and the smashed up Stormtrooper helmet, and there you go, the Tusken Boba at the back, just looking amazing. That head sculpt's looking fantastic in it. Two great figures there. I love that set, one of the best sets in the line, I think. And then moving down, we've got Transport Trooper, looking pretty cool. Obviously that's pretty basic figure, but it just looks absolutely amazing. And then we've got the Shore Trooper Grunt, which I kind of don't like the terminology with that one, but it's just the basic Shore Trooper. Obviously we're seeing a lot of them in Andor now, so these might start selling. They didn't sell all that well by the looks of it, or they made like billions of them after the Shore Trooper Captain sold out. But yeah, and then finally we've got the last shelf of the Mandalorian stuff, the Armourer at the back. Again, I always thought that was a brilliant figure. He got a bit slated because it's not got, by a lot of reviewers, because it's not got double jointed elbows, and you can see screws in the bottom of its boots, but that never bothered me. That he was looking at screws in the bottom of boots. But yeah, anyway, Death Watch Mando. Again, that's such a brilliant figure. Kind of underrated, really. I don't really look at it that much, to be honest, but it's quality, that. And then we've got the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian at the back, Paz Vizsla. Probably won't be getting the reissue of that because it's just the same, but with a tiny little shield, from what I gather. But we'll see when that comes out, and that ends Cabinet 6. Okay, Cabinet 7. So I think this one's still classed as a Mandalorian release, actually. So it's obviously the Boba Fett repaint armor with throne. I mean, that is, I was just blown away by this figure. Absolutely stunning. In my video, I wasn't brave enough to take his helmet off and stick this head sculpt on, because the neck post was really kind of well held in and I didn't want to break it, but finally got it out, sorted it. I do like the helmeted look though, so I might have to swap it back, but yeah, that is amazing. That I can't wait for Fennec Shand to come out to go with that. That looks stunning. So moving down, now this is probably one of my favourite ever shelves as well, like with the A New Hope stuff. This is the Jedi Patrol 2-pack, so we've got this guy with the black pauldron over there like that, and then this one with that fantastic backpack, looking like that, if that worked. But yeah, and then the Jedi Patrol white pauldron version at the back. Again, I was so lucky to pick these up, and obviously people from the community helped me out with this one, which enabled me to buy this one. I mean, it was expensive obviously altogether, but so worth it. I mean, look at the quality on it, it just looks amazing. So obviously the Rogue One line of figures now, and there we go, K2SO in the back, just changed his lights in his head. It's quite difficult to get hold of now, but I'm glad that they're doing a KX Enforcer droid, so if anyone who's not got the K2SO can pick him up. And he might obviously, we've seen the KX Enforcer droids in Andor, so K2SO likely going to make an appearance, so hopefully he might get a reissue. And it's Jyn Erso, the deluxe version, so I've not actually swapped gear out since I got her, so I don't think I've done actually an unboxing of that, so that might be one I'll probably do at some point. And obviously we've got Chirrut Imwe. I recently did a video on him. He looks amazing. Someone said that's a Predator base as well, which is interesting. But yeah, do like that. That's a good shelf again, amazing shelf. And then we move down and we've got the Assault Tank Commander. Obviously looking a bit like the Transport Trooper in design, but look at that, looks so cool. So cool, do like that figure. And then next to him we've got Han Solo, basically the Mud Trooper. He didn't fit on the Han Solo shelf, so I thought he kind of fits in with the Rogue One line of figures. Yeah, again, that is a quality figure. I've never took that helmet off, so I don't know what the paint app's like on the head sculpt of Han Solo, but I've got the other version anyway, so it's not too big a deal. Okay, Cabinet 8, so still with the Rogue One set of figures. We've got the Shore Trooper Captain there. Again, looking like a fantastic figure, that one. Do like that. Quite rare now, obviously, but I managed to pick one up quite a while ago. And then we've got the new not Mandalorian, what am I on about? Shore Trooper Squad Leader. Looking absolutely incredible. And then obviously we've got Jyn Erso, Imperial Disguise. That's a great figure, that. Again, it's quite difficult to get hold of. Worth getting if you can though, if you can find him. And then moving down we've got Director Krennic, Orson Krennic. I've got him with just his cape on. I've displayed him with the cap and the kind of poncho, but I do prefer that look, I think. And then this is the one I was on about. It's from the Mandalorian, Death Trooper. I've not managed to pick up the Rogue One Death Trooper and the Death Trooper Specialist Deluxe, which do look pretty good, but obviously that does the job for now. Notable exceptions from the Rogue One line, Darth Vader, didn't manage to pick him up when he was at a reasonable price. I'm hoping when the Kenobi Vader comes out, people might want to be offloading their Rogue One Vaders, and I'll try and pick one up then, hopefully. So yeah, still time yet. And there's Ahsoka from the Clone Wars. This is a Clone Wars section now. Again, it's such a fantastic figure, this. I was debating whether to just stick with live action, but I mean, we've got this, and then on the other side got Rex. Now that is a stunning figure, that. Look at that, absolutely amazing. Not getting rid of these anytime soon. And then this guy came along as well. obviously Echo from the Bad Batch. Another solid figure, absolutely brilliant. So chances of me getting rid of these, yeah, it's not happening, is it really? And then we move down, obviously we've got more Clone Wars stuff, 501st Battalion, Clone Trooper, and we've got the Coruscant Guard, looking good. I've not changed him up since I got him as well. I might have to get rid of that staff and just have him holding a weapon. And then we've got the Clone Wars Darth Maul. I do like the way you can take the robes off and just have him with his kind of tattooed torso, but he was just the like the elbow joints kind of killed it for me, that. So I've kept it with his robes on. But yeah, if they'd done seamless arms, I think that would have took it to another level. But I think they cheaped out a bit on that one. But yeah, still a cracking figure, and I'm glad I got him. Right, so moving on to cabinet 9, the last cabinet in the collection. We have got Rey and BB-8. Such a good pick up that. I'm really glad I got back into the sequel figures because that's an amazing one. And we've got Kylo Ren from The Force Awakens. Again, solid figure, absolutely brilliant tailoring on it. Easy to pose, great figure, great character as well, to be honest. I do like that. And then at the back we've got the Stormtrooper, Snowtroopers 2-pack, apologies. Looking pretty amazing there. Obviously with the Snowtrooper officer with the red pauldron, and then the standard Snowtrooper. Those guys look pretty badass. And then moving down we've got the Jet Trooper at the back. Not flying around, didn't put his dynamic flight stand on, I just like him stood like that. And then we've got the First Order Trooper 2-pack, so it includes the heavy gunner with his rather large blaster weapon there, and the standard First Order Trooper. And then third shelf down, Han Solo, looking absolutely stunning. I've still not managed to source, if you watch the video of this unboxing, the leather jacket version of it. It was a bit deteriorated. I've still not managed to get a leather jacket yet, but I'm still on the lookout for that. And then we've got obviously the Chewie. Now, yeah, the face isn't amazing there, but the rest of the figure, pretty solid figure. Do like that. And then finally we have got Leia and Luke, and that wraps up cabinet number 9. So yeah, on top of these cabinets I've utilised the space, and we've got the Return of the Jedi Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike. That looks amazing. That, I do like that. Not necessarily my posing skills, but just the piece, it just looks stunning. So there's that. Then we've got Anakin on the STAP. I need to repose him up because he shouldn't really have the robe on there, because it just doesn't make sense, because it would all be billowing out, wouldn't it, if he's flying around on the STAP. Again, that is such a quality piece of vehicle. Like I say, I was going to sell Clone Wars stuff, but I mean that STAP, it just looks amazing, so I don't think I'll be getting rid of that anytime soon. And then we've got one of the newest additions to the collection, the Blurg, and I've hooked him up with Jura Steel Mando. There's a Grogu at the bottom with the that Stormtrooper kind of diorama. I think that looks pretty damn good. Wasn't 100% sure on that, but it's won me over. I think it's going to be quite limited, so I've been told, so it's kind of worth keeping hold of anyway. And then I mentioned before we've got another quarter scale in the collection, and that'll be Mandalorian and Grogu quarter scale. Again, absolutely phenomenal, these quarter scales. If you've not picked one up yet, I would absolutely highly recommend them, because they're so imposing and they look absolutely amazing, the level of detail on them. On this base, I mean, look at the state of that, absolutely fantastic. So I hope you like that quick look at the collection as it stands. Obviously we've had a few things come in over the year. Some things I didn't get. Obviously I'm not buying every single thing at Star Wars. I didn't get the Grogu set, and I did get the clone Chrome Trooper, but that left the collection. and I didn't get the chrome Stormtrooper. I just didn't think they kind of fit with the collection that well, so didn't get them. So you saw some stuff in the collection that you thought, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind that in my collection. It inspires you to get what you want as well, because there's some cracking figures. I mean, the original trilogy stuff, absolutely amazing. I love it. And then the Rogue One stuff as well. And the Mando stuff, well, as I say, on the Mando figures, basically everything Star Wars, it's just incredible. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, really appreciate it. I'll see you in the comments. Take it easy.